Recipe will give you smooth edges and consistent results, which is what you want as a beginner when just starting out. Hey y'all, so in today's video we're going to learn how to do an easy beginner, no spread, no chill vanilla sugar cookie. This recipe is perfect because it's to teach you how to roll, cut, bake, and prepare to sell Royal Icing Sugar Cookies. Start with your softened butter, and if you aren't familiar with what softened butter means, I'll show you. If I can press my finger into the butter and it leaves an indent, that means it's ready. Try creaming your softened butter and your powdered sugar together until smooth. Okay, so that was about maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes tops, and I'll show you the consistency that you're looking for to kind of look like this. Now you're going to add in your 1 egg, as well as your 2 extracts of choice, and then you're going to mix until combined. And you may have to stop in between mixing to scrape your bowl down. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so that was about 1 minute of mixing. Now I'm going to go in with my dry ingredients. That's going to be my flour, my baking powder, and my salt. And now you want to mix until a dough ball forms. All of the dough is pulling away from the sides of the bowl. That's when you know it's ready. A good tip is if you do not want all of your dry ingredients to fly all over the counter, I like to pulse my mixer. Remember, your dough should be soft, smooth, and not sticky, and it should pull away from the sides of your bowl. Just like that. Remember, this is a no chill recipe, so there's no chilling required. So you are ready to roll your dough evenly. You can roll your dough between parchment papers or on a lightly floured surface. Then you're going to cut your cookies with your cookie cutters. Place them 2 inches apart on a baking tray. Bake at 400 degrees for 7 to 9 minutes. After baking, them cool complete before decorating. If you attempt to decorate when they're warm, the royal icing will melt. Icing for beginners is often the most intimidating part of decorating sugar cookies, but today I have a very simple recipe for you to follow along with and use in your baking business. The recipe is simple, it's forgiving, and it doesn't use any egg whites or meringue powder. For this royal icing recipe, you are going to need 1.5 cup powdered sugar, 2 tablespoons of water, half a tablespoon of corn syrup, half a teaspoon of extract of your choice. For this recipe, I'm going to use butter vanilla extract. In a mixing bowl, combine room temperature water, light corn syrup, and your extract. Mix until dissolved, then gradually add the powdered sugar. Continue mixing until the icing reaches a toothpaste consistency. This will give you a thicker icing that works great for outlines and details. You can mix this icing by hand or with a mixer, whichever you prefer. To make it flood ready, add water a little at a time. I recommend using a spray bottle so you don't overdo it. A good reminder, flooding consistency will settle back into itself in about 10 to 15 seconds. Once your icing is ready, divide it into bowls and add gel food coloring if you like. Always keep your icing covered when not in use so it does not dry out. This icing is best used fresh, and it works best immediately after making. It does dry fairly quickly. Mine was fully crusted over about 4 hours and dry enough to stack after 6 hours. However, I do recommend waiting a full 12 hours before packaging. Make sure to save this video and comment below what you'd like to learn next in our beginner series. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.